considered, really speaking, unviable commercially, which is not worthy of release. Nobody would want to actually see those. People want entertainment, people want sort of popular song and dance, and yet all these people are actually living over, two people whose loved ones are actually in coma and they're uncertain whether they would come out or not. Very grim in terms of the subject, and yet the kind of treatment that the story, you have Sanyukta Chawla, who started with, she wrote in, no, she didn't, the woman from a Muslim family, a conservative Muslim family, whose interest is to be a jasus, a detective. I mean, extremely unusual, feel very apprehensive about. It made its mark, it had a major star playing in that, and it connected with the popular audience. Kattu Alankrita, she made Lipstick Under My Burqa, which has been making waves in virtually every festival that it goes to. And when I say making waves, I mean, what are your considerations?
So I think that I speak for myself, but perhaps I speak for a lot of other writers and directors. I think very often when we are just thinking of a story, sometimes you feel like before you can even flesh it out, you feel like, oh no, this is India, and we can't make this film. But I feel on the other hand, there's also that feeling that this is a story I want to tell, and I must tell it somehow, like in some way or the other. And I feel personally I've been very fortunate, because I actually found support for the films and I was able to make them. But even now I feel like I have one script which I feel I've not even shown to anybody, because I'm like, there is no way it will get past. So I think we kind of keep oscillating between feeling like this is a story I want to tell, and let me just tell it. So for instance, with the Lipstick Under My Burqa, I think I really wasn't expecting that there would be any kind of opposition. I was just making a film about 4 ordinary women, who are trying to secretly live out their small little dreams. And I never expected this kind of backlash. So I feel also what's strange is that you don't even know, like where that backlash will come from and where you'll be stopped in your tracks. But I still feel that no matter what happens, it's very important for us as writers and directors to really, and as producers, to support that kind of cinema. But I mean, I feel it's very important for us to courageously continue, because otherwise I feel there's no hope.
That's true. But tell me also, I want us to revisit where your sense of confidence comes from. And you're taking up a theme like that there are these secret fantasies or secret dreams of 4 women, okay, living in different strata of society. And the film is essentially going to be about them. A theme sort of links all of them together. What gives you the confidence that actually people might want to watch this film? It's very unusual. I mean, if you told it to me as at a concept stage, I might have a question. I don't know. Would people really be interested in this? What gives you the confidence that they will be?
I don't know, maybe I'm going to answer not in a very correct manner, but personally I feel that, I don't know, maybe other people are like, they're more equipped to like figure out what the audience will really want. I feel the only way I can judge something is if I feel like there's some honesty in it and it's coming from some truth of my own life. And because I feel, especially because I'm more of an independent filmmaker, I feel that the only thing that I feel I have to fall back on is that it's an honest telling of the story. And there's some sort of truth that one is exploring. And I feel if that honesty is there, it is certain that people will connect. I really feel like that.
If I can answer that question,
Please.
I think...
Anyway, good for you. We're all very proud of you, Alankrita, truly. Okay, and you hang in there and we're all with you here. Sanyukta, what is it that actually you believe, again, okay, from another point of view, are you tempted to self-censor?
Well...
Are you going to after the lipsticks experience?
No.
Whoa.
Because I feel if anything, when I started making Lipstick Under My Burqa, like I was saying, I was just making a film about 4 ordinary women and their small little secret dreams. After this CBFC decision to refuse certification, I think it's made one thing very clear to me, that now more than ever, I cannot like back track on my path. And I'm very determined to continue making the films that I believe in, no matter what it takes and however difficult it is, because I feel like this entire certification issue is far beyond them not certifying one film. I feel that it's really about them silencing particularly the voices of women. And I feel that at this point in time, if I lose courage and hope, it would really I feel like I just can't do that. And so I'm very, very clear that no matter what happens, now more than ever, I'm determined to continue making stuff which I believe in. It doesn't have to be obviously that it's just genuinely what I believe in. And I feel those are the kind of films I've made anyway. And I feel particularly because the CBFC has tried to clamp down upon me like that, I'm determined to ensure that their purpose in terms of trying to silence women's voices is not going to be served. I'm really clear about it, and I feel that this is 2017. If we don't speak up and if we don't take a stand now, we really are sort of giving in, and I think that's the death of creativity and of artists in this country. So I feel that now more than ever, it's very, very crucial for us to really continue on our path undeterred. And I don't care what happens. And I'm very, very clear that I will continue.
Wow, very moving.
I feel that though one can just only point fingers at the CBFC and be like, I don't feel that they're the only villains in the game. I feel as part of the larger amorphous film industry, we all complicit in perpetuating a scenario where often there's the same kind of content that gets more prominence, certain kind of films that really do not get support from studios, and so much fear because everybody is like so concerned with commerce and also. I feel it's not just one thing, it's like a systemic thing, because I feel it's exhibitors, distributors. I mean, I feel at every level we need like this opening up of the mindset. It's not only the CBFC. So I feel that's of course like a major roadblock. But I feel like actually for us to have, as a country which promises freedom and gender equality, etc., I feel in the year 2017, we should be working towards a really healthy popular culture, which actually has space for all kinds of content. And honestly, I feel that it's not just about the CBFC changing. I feel the audiences need to be more open. Studios definitely need to be much more supportive of alternative content. Writers need to stop self-censoring. Everyone needs to have little more courage, little more patience. So I feel that if we really want our country to have a really thriving cinema, one that is actually like what you just said, where all kinds of voices are there, I think each one of us has to take responsibility. And I feel it's not just about blaming the government and the system, but I feel as artists, as filmmakers, as producers, we all have, this popular culture is a reflection of all of us. And even as the audience, I feel we can keep complaining and saying, oh, we don't have enough great films or whatever. But then we have to choose, are we spending money on films that are perhaps more interesting? So I feel maybe like overall some sort of serious self-reflection is required in all parties concerned in terms of what is the culture that we are creating and what is the culture that we are really engaging in also. That's what I feel.
True. Anything else?
I think
More books.
yes.
That's all. We've all grown up reading.
Yes, can we move on? Yeah.
Right, Firas.
I feel I'm only driven by the story that I want to tell. And I feel like we all, I think, spoke about this element of truth and honesty. I feel that when one is, that's my personal experience and opinion, but I feel that when one is sort of writing or directing a film with honesty, one's politics anyway colors the work. And I have never felt that I have to now make a film which, is some sort of crusade. I guess the the subversion just comes into the work because of who I am and what I believe in, and yeah, that's.
I think
would be
none
my
of
answer.
us can be apolitical anymore, right? Given the times we're living in. So if you're
Not
writing a
about
story.
anymore. Why